Okay, good morning, everyone. We'll convene the November 1st, 2022 RPRC meeting. Val had sent out 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of minutes for everyone's review. I've reviewed them and they represent the actions taken at those respective meetings. Can I have a motion? Or I'll make a motion to adopt those minutes. Just to make that motion. Who would like to second that?
I'll second it.
Jensen, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
You get a chance to read all the minutes, but I trust that.
Okay, our first item up for discussion is 53 High Street for a second floor addition. No one is here representing the applicant, so I'll pull up.
They're doing over the garage,
Yeah, I'll go into what they're doing on the screen. It's just a little.
master bedroom.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what it will look like.
Nice,
And
looks hot.
yeah, well, this is where the addition is. You want to see the.
How much did they do square footage they adding?
Must be our French. Oh, no, and then they're coming forward.
See on the worksheet.
Your garage is 400.
It is 737. And then 120 in attic.
So they don't need landscape.
No, it's, it's really, they're not disturbing a lot.
Mhm.
And it's on the same footprint. It's just.
Yeah, it's just going up. But I'll pull up. I want to see the existing conditions.
You get the elevation
Yeah, of
from the garage side as well.
course. So,
Look like an old porch front or it. Right, they're only changing that, so that doesn't count towards the square footage, or is that?
covered porches count.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like today.
Mhm.
And we're going to pull up. Side, that side, like this.
The front here.
Oh, I see.
Mhm. Yeah.
Actually, it's nice.
Mhm.
We're, any concerns?
No.
I think we both said, just, you might, Rob, want, the health department to
Yeah,
look.
did you see the floor plan layout?
I think it's just the master bedroom that's being added.
Yeah, over the garage.
So garage, dining, living, kitchen. Or we have 2 kitchens? I don't know. I don't know what's going on
That
there.
looks like a study.
Oh, office, you're right, that's a
Yeah,
desk.
yeah. Mhm.
Yep. And then my room.
Mhm.
And bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is the demolition plan for the.
Yeah.
You're just extending it.
Yeah, they turned the bedroom into an office.
Nice.
What was your concern about?
Just seeing what's going on for the second floor to see if it needs health department approval.
I don't think they added a bedroom.
Right, it looks like, right, if they added a bedroom, it would, yes.
Yeah,
But-
or if it appears to be like a bathroom within close proximity of a bedroom. Then it would need to get a letter of no objection from the health department.
Got it.
You still want to see that?
I honestly didn't look at it.
Oh, you want to go back to
I'm
it?
still, I'm switching around, I haven't really been able to, I'm a little bit slow today. I don't know why, my mental.
It's a holiday hangover. They wouldn't have paid it if this office is not counted for the bedroom.
So you want to see that again? Is that,
Well, is there a bathroom in close proximity?
Right across the hall.
Well, it's a small upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would be a letter of no objection from the health department.
Yeah.
The bathroom is for the other 3 bedrooms too, so it's,
there's one dedicated, that's cool. I mean, and
Yeah, even though they did a 6-foot opening, they gotta get a letter of no objection. So we just put
Okay,
that in there.
one suite. And that must have been the old master. Nice.
Only problem is the health department is beyond slow. It was about 6 months.
And tortured him.
Pretty much.
Is everyone,
Everybody.
Okay with this?
Yeah, based on what Rob.
with Rob's recommendation.
Yeah. Mhm. All right, so I'll make a
It's
motion
gonna
to send this to the
hold
building.
6 months.
Is what it is.
Yeah, I can't help.
It's not, you know.
Anyone want to second my motion?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great.
They're slow with the simplest of things.
I'm almost at a point where I'm gonna issue permits with conditions on them. Because literally, it's either they're gonna have to expand the septic or they're gonna get a letter of no objection.
Yeah,
So what's the start? It's,
Christopher, what
end
what
result is
address
gonna
of the
be
project
expand.
you're-
Is it changing the scope? Are they not gonna do it if they have to expand the septic?
Well, that could be expensive.
Guys,
Well,
Christopher, which project are you here for?
The Gage project on 13 Maple Way.
Perfect, okay, we're now, you're up.
Maybe before, after this one, we just go back, because Rob was spoken about the previous one, we'll go back to that maybe.
Okay, fine, Thomas, we'll get back to you in a minute, just hold on, okay?
So say what you were just saying again, you were thinking about
no,
this.
I conditioned one of my last permits
Right.
on health department approval so they can get started.
Sure.
Because they agreed that if we expand, well, if they say to us, we have to expand the septic, we're gonna do it no matter what. And it's not gonna change the scope of the project. It's just a matter of deeming this a bedroom or not a bedroom at the
Right.
end of the day. And considering that the health department is so slow with everything.
Right, but we would need to look at that, right?
What's that?
If they need to expand the septic, that would need to be reviewed.
That would come back
Yeah.
here for review.
Yeah, that's,
Right, and then that would, yeah.
But I guess, if they
We
didn't,
can put that condition into the permits that they have to come back at that point. To try to keep the construction moving.
Yeah,
I mean, it's good to be on the side of the home,
of course.
Yeah, I mean, considering they're so slow right now,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
they're not getting better, they're getting worse.
yeah, and I think it also is gonna depend on the plan, right? If-
Well, again, like, is there wetlands involved, there are all these other factors
Or,
involved.
You know, is it really, is it pretty clear it's not a bedroom or not? I mean, you got a
Yeah,
good sense of what the health department.
Yeah, I mean, 90% of the time, most of these people are calling it a bedroom.
yes.
They're gonna use it as a bedroom. It's just a way out of it. Joe Daniels did it to me the other day. On 45 Byron Ridge, we approved no bedrooms in the basement. He went in and put bedrooms in the basement, and now he's all pissed off because I made him rip out all the doors and walls, saying that that's not what we approved. We
Mhm.
approved X, you built Y now. Oh,
And
you
they
being
go back
difficult.
and put in doors.
so but
Right.
just on your, so this approach that you're suggesting is approved. Condition on the Board of Health waiver or Board of Health, whatever you use the right term, right?
Yeah, letter of no objection.
Letter of no objection, but if they did object, the applicant would then have to expand their septic.
Yeah.
But are you both confident that there's room on the site plan to expand the septic?
Well, I think
Because if
moving
not,
forward, we need to look at that as a
Yeah.
whole, like on a project like this, we should really, somebody should have been here and just at least evaluated it at that point to say, is there enough room for expansion? If it's yes, then we can condition the permit. to make sure, that at least somebody does that evaluation.
So
We should be doing that now.
do you want to give the applicant the choice of either going for the no objection or having you spend the additional time to look at, make sure that their site.
Yeah, we should.
Well, they're gonna go for the no objection. They think in their mind, they've designed a plan that's not an increase in bedrooms. They
Got
don't
it.
communicate.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
What we do on such
yeah,
conditions though is the
yeah,
health department says, yeah, we agree.
right.
If they don't, then they have to come back.
Then they can.
Okay, so it's the same result,
Same result.
same result. Okay,
Yeah, so what we can do is put a stop
Yeah.
work order if we find out later
That the Board of Health said.
that the Board of Health says, you gotta do a septic. I can always say, okay, well, now that you guys know that, we're gonna stop the job until you get your approval, as long as everybody knows that ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to help you get started, but
Yeah.
at one point you may have to stop and
Right.
come back to us before you continue to move forward.
and you build that into your.
We can build that
Right.
into a condition of the permit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just because it's a weird
The,
situation right now.
the better alternative is before they start work, getting the health department to bless it.
But it's.
Right, you don't want to be in a position where if there are constraints and we already let them start.
Yeah.
Then you're kind of the planning board with the RPRC in a corner.
Yeah.
We do that as just as an aside, that happens all the time, DOT permits, the state DOT is slow.
Mhm.
So then you go forward and then you find out the whatever that you plan with the DOT doesn't come to fruition. Now you're all looking at each other, how'd you end up there?
I mean, again, it's a topic for discussion. We can come up with a plan, but I just having a hard time like seeing we're gonna hold up permits on people
Yeah.
for 6 to 8 months.
Because that's a long.
You know,
taking the Board of Health to
That's
issue.
what it is. Yeah, everybody's losing their mind right now. My God, it took the old castle over there in 22. Was it? My,
Curfew?
the old,
Oh, the one next year, right?
yeah, he just got his health department approval.
Hmm.
8 months.
Yeah.
So,
So does that change anything in what we approved? No, same.
No, because
Yeah.
look, Rob's gonna make the decision.
Yeah.
Whether or not he has to. make
yeah, I
that
mean, maybe
proposal
this
or
one
not.
will, because nobody was here to represent, we couldn't really speak on behalf of the septic.
Yeah,
But maybe the next one moving forward,
Mm.
maybe we look at it a little bit differently as if they were to have to expand or something like that. And if we're okay with it, then we can make a part of
They
it.
have, the applicant has some latitude.
Yeah, exactly. If the applicant's agreeable to it and they want to do it that way at their risk, then.
And there's high probability there will be a no objection.
Yeah,
Well, if you put an
yeah.
office to a bedroom to an office,
Yeah.
we're not adding.
Yeah,
Plans and other bedrooms.
And it's common that I get that letter of no objection. It's not like they're like, oh, no, that's a bedroom. No, as long as the bathroom's not inside that room,
Mhm.
they typically allow the letter of no objection.
When
I
you
haven't
look
seen
at
them
that
deny
room,
it at all.
was there a
Thank you.
closet in it? And it was tiny.
Yeah, which-
Yeah, I'm not that-
that'll get the
I'm not
letter of
that
objection.
concerned.
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
Mhm.
But again, like if it looks like a duck and it wags like a duck and it quacks like a duck, at
Mhm.
the end of the day, it's a duck and you're gonna have to expand.
Yeah.
And that means a closet and a bathroom in there is really what I think.
That's the key question when you go for the building inspector examination class. Can you identify a duck? That's right. Okay.
All right, okay, Christopher, sorry for the.
Oh, no worries. I did
Okay,
want to let you
do you
know,
wanna take-
just so you know, I don't know, so you sent that message in the waiting room, you can't respond in the waiting room, so
Oh.
I'm not sure if you're waiting for anybody else to respond.
No.
Okay,
Okay, well, I'm glad you updated that worked. So do you want to take us through what's being proposed? Do you have the plans you want to share or do you want me to pull them up?
yeah, if you want to pull them up, that'd be great, I can certainly share, what the plan is here.
Yeah.
We're a Teams company, so when I operate on Zoom, I'm quite deficient.
So this is a relatively simple project. Let me pull up.
That's the existing condition.
Yeah, so they have an existing 20 by 40 in-ground gunite pool that we're going to be renovating, as well as adding a overflow hot tub on the backside there that you'll see. So that's the main, structural addition. We're also going to be expanding the patio a bit to give them some more space within the fence area there. To one, access the hot tub and be able to move around that side, as well as have additional chairs and tables down there. The proposed patio is there at about 1,100 square feet, just under. The hot tub itself is going to be 8 by 8 interior, so about 10 by 10 exterior. All the equipment, the pad right now is currently just behind the pool. We're going to move that to the side, closer to where there's an existing buried propane tank, which I think we're going to have to replace as well. They had some issues with that, so that'll be replaced. But generally the footprint, the pool location and size is going to stay the same. The add-ons are the patio and the hot tub. And then eventually the plan is to hopefully also do some landscaping between the pool and the house and address that slope issue. I'm not sure if you saw, Adam, when you were there, the stairs are quite dilapidated now and will need some improvement. Not sure if we're going to do it this phase or a secondary phase of construction.
Okay, I think, one of the issues is if you look at the town's GIS, it shows it's hydric soils. So if it is, it's not evident when you go out there, but if it is, you might need a wetlands permit. We should talk about if they do, what type of review that requires. It's the pool's there, it's a backyard already. I think it's relatively minimal disturbance associated with this. So we may want to consider administrative wetlands permit. The other comment I have is on the pool equipment. When you relocate it to the side, you still have to meet the side yard setback. So I don't think where you have it meets that 30-foot side yard setback. So you might have to shift that over somewhere.
Should
Okay.
be.
That's really all I have here.
And then with the hydric soils and the wetlands, is that something that the town will let us know, or is it something that I should have my engineer look into?
We should talk about it. It might make sense for Kellard to go out and see what I get. Not to flag it, but to see if it is a wetland. If it is, then we know all of this is in the wetland anyway, so there's no point in flagging it.
Yeah.
That's something we can do. All right. And then how do we want to process? I'm looking at you, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that 121 square feet is really not the area of disturbance.
No,
It's
it's
less than
more.
that. Oh, is it more?
Well,
Or is it
the
less?
patio is getting slightly bigger.
Oh,
So,
I see.
you the
Yeah,
existing
yeah, I
red,
see.
Right, so it's a little bit more,
Right.
but not a significant.
The red versus the green.
Yeah, exactly. Red. I don't know. It seems so small. It should be-
400.
Yeah, it's about that 350,
Yeah.
400.
I think that might be enough to request some kind of mitigation plan.
Yes, no.
Is it administrative or is it come to us?
Even if it's administrative, they need, if it is a.
They'll still need to do it too,
Right.
of course, but all I'm saying is, I'm just trying to get a sense as to how significant a job it is, because if it's very small, then
It's pretty small.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with administrative wetland permit on this one. It's small enough, I think.
I'm pretty confident. We looked at other properties on this street, and it's been determined it's not a wetland.
Oh, okay.
But we need to make sure.
Yeah.
GIS, the whole thing's hydric soil.
Yes,
Everything is?
Everything in Maple Point, essentially, every backyard.
Oh, really?
yeah, correct.
But then Kellar's gone in and tested and has proven to not be so much the case.
I don't want to say that.
Right,
definitively.
right.
That's my recollection.
Right.
Because this has come up in the past.
Hope it's not.
I can check on.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Okay.
All right, so I'll make a motion to send this to building, and then if a wetlands permit is required to process it administratively.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Uh,
Okay. All right, so we'll post our comments in a little bit and or later this afternoon, and you can then take that to the building department or the engineering department if necessary.
Okay, fantastic. I appreciate it. Thank you guys all for taking the time this morning.
Sure.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
And did, I know it was recommended from the RPRC about generator pads and stuff. Did that finally go through that it doesn't have to get
Yeah.
right? It did.
Yes.
So we don't
Okay.
need to do it.
Right, but and the reason I ask is because the reason that I was in favor of that was such a small and you know, thing, so. At what point does small become large and need to be looked at? Is the
Yes.
question. But that's the generator pads.
You did last year,
If you did, good move.
I had to get a permit.
Still do. Pull the
All right, we're
generator.
gonna move on to six
I
83.
agree.
I've already have grown them to do
Going to which one now?
it. 683.
Redford Road.
Got it.
Thomas, you're with us?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Okay, so the applicant is looking to legalize this deck that is in the side and rear of their house. I don't know if he submitted a picture, but it's just a regular deck, nothing unusual here. The only comment I have is that they'll need to dimension the deck to the side property line. I think they might have submitted a survey yesterday showing that it meets that setback.
Uh-huh.
The other comment was, it looks like your driveway was expanded. So if that is the case, you should depict that, you'll need to depict that on the plan. And then, you know, we'll have the engineer determine whether you need to mitigate the stormwater associated with that.
Okay.
But is that correct, right? Isn't there a parking lot over on the side here?
Yeah, this part, yeah, what's drawn there is where the parking is, yeah.
Right, but it actually doesn't draw. I think it extends back towards your deck. There's a gravel area and a small.
There's a gravel
retaining wall.
there, yeah, I put stones there so I could put a plate set there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that needs to be on the plan and counted too.
Oh, okay, it's just stone, it's just gravel.
Right, gravel counts as land coverage.
Oh, okay.
You can take it out, you know, if that's something you want to do too, either way.
Can I just like flatten it out, or is you saying I'd have to remove the stones?
No, you have to remove them so they're not there, or you can put it on your plan if they are there
Oh,
and
okay.
legalize it.
okay,
Yeah, so either way, you know, we'll write it up however you want to handle it.
okay, thanks.
Again, and this is a legalization of an existing.
Yeah, it's there. Everything's there.
Very complete plan for something that's already there. Showing the footing. Handrails.
Yeah. So we talked about the zoning conformance table and the dimensions. We talked about the land coverage, the GIS depicts streams on the site. I don't know if that's a drainage ditch or something more significant.
Yeah,
Given that there's no construction, you know, we might, if there is a permit that's required, might want to process that administratively.
Yeah.
If you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure, if that's what it is. You know, we think it is.
that might have to, we'll have to look at that, yeah.
I live just right down the road and my whole yard is wetlands, so.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, but they're further down.
it's weird because the wetlands doesn't show up on the GIS from what I remember, but the streams are evident
Yeah.
running through the back, so.
Yep. All right, so otherwise, you know, it looks fine, but I don't have any issues. You guys okay with this?
All right,
Thomas, you have?
Just have to dig up one foot.
To show.
Yeah.
All right, so Thomas, the building inspector said he's gonna want to see one footing.
also, I have pictures of every footing with a tape measure into it, so I can show you that, but I'll dig up any one you want. I photographed every
You
footing.
have that, just submit that with your application, the pictures,
Oh.
and
Okay,
then we'll take it from there.
Okay, so then I'll make a motion to send this to the building department, and if a wetlands permit is required, to process it administratively.
And about the showing the gravel too.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
showing
in
the
my
gravel,
copy.
basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
so you
I'll
just
second
want,
that.
on that survey, you want to
Hold on
show the
one second.
gravel.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I'm sorry, Thomas. Yes,
I'm sorry, yeah, so you just want on the survey to show the gravel, is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay,
But you're gonna have to mitigate it if it's
If it's
more
yeah,
than
yeah.
250 feet, you're gonna have to mitigate it with storm drainage.
oh. If it's 200 like square feet, is that,
Make sure it's under 250 square feet, and then you don't have to do anything with it.
Right, so you get to reduce it to 250, or you can, eliminate it or keep it. If it is over 250 and mitigate it, whatever choice, however you want to deal with it.
okay, great,
Okay. Otherwise, you're moving on to the building department now. You'll submit to post all these comments on the town RPRC webpage later today.
all right, thank you very much.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, now. To 5C1. One is making some changes to the front elevation of this house. So this is the proposed condition.
It's supposed to be an older guy drawing this.
Yes, this is Wally, and he does it by
Oh.
hand. Yeah.
I knew it. Wally.
Yep.
Gotta
And
make sure his license is valid. Last time he submitted something, his license wasn't
Really?
valid.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he built an entire house, his license was expired for 3 years. I had to put a stop work on. And I was like, wow, what are you doing?
let me pull up the
His
existing.
are, his drawings are.
5C. Okay, so that's the house elevation now. So it's quirky, right? Yeah, so, and it will go to. That. But I think it's a nice improvement here, so right, that becomes shed. Putting a shed roof over the garages, garage doors, they're taking out the palladians. Looks good, right? Turning to Sue here.
Looks better.
Better, okay. Yes, I'll agree.
Taking out the eyebrows, right?
Yep, yep,
That metal roof is new.
yeah.
There's
This
two metal roofs.
here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Little symmetry.
Give a side view.
So there. Bryce, you're hesitating so much.
No, it's.
You okay with it? Yeah.
Have any comments on this, June? Various exterior changes, there's also a small driveway addition. It's fine.
My hesitation
Yeah,
is
and we
because
can go back.
houses just get to look like they're added on 92,
Yeah.
2004.
Yeah.
I look at them, so there's not,
I think that's existing, it looks like that too.
yes,
So-
well, they've already done work.
Right, exactly. So here's the proposed additional room to squeeze in another.
That's
car.
probably smart to do. that.
Yeah, no,
No, it's definitely an improvement.
yeah. I agree. All right, so then I'll make a motion to send this to building.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Hmm.
Now, I guess the most complicated one,
Save the best for last.
even that's for last, just turn it off.
Back to Maple Way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of work going on.
yes, there is. So, we have an existing house on the site. It's going to be demoed. New house is going to be built. It's got two driveways. I explained to the applicant that then requires planning board approval. So they're going to modify this plan to remove one of the driveways. Driveway legs, yeah, they're getting rid of this one. They're gonna just propose,
The hand sketch was submitted
yeah,
that we saw,
yeah,
obviously needs to be
Yep.
updated on the real plans, but.
yep. Then we've got the pool, patio, pool house,
All that's new.
everything's new. And then the new septic, which is in the rear yard.
Huge.
Yeah, well, this is a big house. This is a very large house.
Mm.
And in fact, one of my comments here, or my concerns, is it's going from side lot line to side lot line.
Mhm.
And then this is a 30-foot setback. There's not room to plant. There's like maybe 4 feet here. Now they're proposing a hedge to go here. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
How large is this house?
I'll tell you the number.
They're
So
really.
here- so here's the land, so this becomes the hedge that gets squeezed in between the edge of the driveway and the property.
10,394 square feet.
So.
How large is the lot?
It's a couple-
It's all back there.
Yeah. So what piece of information I'm missing? So this Maple Way is fairly open and I'll, you know what, I'll pull up 13.
And you think, Adam, that they knew that they were like 250 square feet above maximum allowed? Is it just a simple mistake?
I think they calculated it wrong.
Okay.
So these yards are pretty open back here. But I don't know where the new house is going in relation to the other
A lot
houses,
of
right?
trees are coming down too.
You can't decipher that from the plans that were submitted. It's not.
No, they didn't show the adjacent structures, so
Okay.
I think it's important that these stay relatively in the same plane,
Right.
but I don't know if it is or not.
You don't think this is a little out of character for that street? You have 10,000.
It's much larger than surrounding.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see
It would appear to me that a 5,000 square foot house on that street would be comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough going here where we might want the ARB's input. We might want the planning board to discuss this,
I think.
I don't.
Do we know if this is a really large family? Do we know anything about?
No,
We don't care, but
we don't care, right?
do you have an interior plan?
Yes,
I just want to look at the bedrooms.
sure. Okay, so here's our first floor plan. Here's the front of the house with the covered porch. No, that's not right. That's the rear of the house. Rear covered.
Go upstairs.
Got deck. Master. Down the hallway. Down this hallway, 2 bedrooms. And, I mean, it's got It says bonus room, but it's a bedroom, it's got a closet, and bathroom.
That's a bonus.
The whole house is built.
And every.
I'm guessing this would be,
That's
staff.
bathroom.
It's honest. I can fit a couple of my houses.
Yeah.
How much do you think would be the cost of construction? on
Oh
the
my
house?
gosh, oh, I can't even listen to Jake.
Throw a number out.
2 million, how much you think? What do you think?
2 million.
What do you think?
No,
No, 2 million is low.
you think?
Well, they're doing a pool, they're doing all that, so.
Oh,
Forget the pool, just the house alone. Just the house, 10,000 square foot house.
How many bedroom?
Uh,
5?
Any bedroom on the first floor?
I could do it, I could build it in a weekend with a couple of friends, but I would say,
not the basement.
you think it's over.
Knowing
you think
today-
over- You think over $1 million?
Knowing today's
The cost of lumber
and
and
everything like today is going up drastically.
2x4s and
Yeah.
how much plywood goes for, yeah.
You know, what I'm wondering out of it, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, folks. If we go back to that site plan, if the applicant's going edge to edge.
Oh, yeah, he's hugging those back.
And, clearing the lot line, clearing any of the landscape and planting between them and neighbors.
Mhm.
Probably putting it before the planning board would give the neighbors, the opportunity to weigh in.
I think so, right, because we
Yeah.
might want this to be a little deeper than
Right.
wide.
Yeah.
And so, these are legitimate,
Right, let it go before the ARB, there's some wetland issues,
maybe,
maybe.
maybe.
This is also pretty
How
close to the
close to the
window.
other houses the surrounding house?
Oh, is it? Is it close?
Just, I
They're,
mean,
they're
it's
very close.
Very
across the
close.
street.
Yeah.
It is?
It makes sense. then.
Yes, across.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they were all
everyone is
far
going
away.
to see
Not less,
this.
right?
Yeah, they're right on top of it. So-
Oh, there's the window.
Everybody is
Oh, I
going
know.
to see
I know,
this house.
I walk by this house every day.
Everyone's gonna see it and everyone's gonna say, how did we allow this house?
Okay.
That's fine.
So then,
There are 4 houses down from me now that I see.
for all these reasons, we should probably take a closer look. So we'll send this to.
Planning.
I mean, they're staying within the guidelines.
I'll make that
I
motion.
think you gotta figure a house like this, $350 a square foot.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I read a whole article the other day. They said due to increased costs, you're looking at a base price of $350 a square,
350.
and it just goes up from there. So like Calgary Park, you're looking at $800-900 a square foot.
Oh, my God. Crazy.
This house would be good.
You're looking at
Yeah.
$3.5 million to as a construction cost in this house.
For materials,
I will bet you dollars to donuts, they come in at 1 million.
that's what they're gonna say to
Yeah,
you.
that's what they're gonna tell me. At the end of the day, 1 million is what they're gonna go under.
House next door to me was, their driveway was like $500,000.
Okay, so that concludes all of our agenda items on this meeting, so I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
We'll get to us and be road inspector now, temporary.
Yeah. Can we
Yeah.
make comments? I think you're making it wider. I
Yeah.
think you're making it wider.
All right.
Permit for